Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Fallout New Vegas. This is going to be a part of the Almost Perfect series. Your host, AP Style Guy, is here with Bugga, or, well, do you want to be called anything else than Bugga? Bugga?
Buggadoodles, or Samwise.
Oh.
We're gonna use all of them.
Well, again, you're Samwise, not Sam Stupid, and that's why you're here. So,
So kind.
So this series is about Fallout New Vegas. This is a almost perfect series because we're humans and we're not perfect. That's how it works. We're going to be working through the role-playing elements as well as trying to min-max a character to get 100 on all the stats and all the skills, having a great special, as well as try to do that as soon as possible. At the tutorial, I'll do a little bit of a blueprint, a little bit of a mapping on what we're going to do. Sam's here, or Bugga's here, to help facilitate any of the still noise, because, yeah, reasons.
Entertaining reasons, but reasons nonetheless.
There's a fine reason. Humanity, half of our purpose is to be entertained. So we're going to skip the tutorial, because this game is like 10 years old.
Yeah, you're not missing much. It's fine. We got you.
It's the moon. We visited, we did that, we're moving on. So,
all right, it begins.
Yeah, no, it's some real stuff here. Sam, did you ever figure out whether or not you were like pro or against the pre-order stuff, or what?
I'm not against it. It's fun. I like things that add flavor to my game.
Sure.
As long as the game doesn't necessarily need them.
Right. Yeah, and we'll not use them to excess. So.
Exactly.
Let's see what the damage is.
All for flavor.
So just a quick recap. We woke up from getting a bullet in the head because we just make friends out there in the wastes, not enemies. And our good friend Molebutt, or Doc Mitchell here, fixed us up.
I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Yep.
I'm Doc Mitchell.
No, this is the best part of the whole game. Is you wake up in a stranger's house after getting shot in the head.
And you're as nude as the Fallout game will let you.
As nude as possible currently.
Because I know that whenever I take off my shirt, I always have a shirt underneath it.
Yeah, you gotta have your undershirt and your undershorts. And your ripped legs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want legs that are, put together. I want them torn apart.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to create the casual Caucasian, because that's what we're going to do. We'll get rid of the pedo
Did you already
stash.
pick a name? What name did you give?
I went with AP Style Guy. What name did you want to do?
It was not
Some
a
sort of
serious name by any means.
some sort of like Gogeta-like reference. AP Style Bugga.
Oh my god. Yes.
Life's tough, so our beard is rough.
He's got a rough beard because he's
Yeah.
living a rough life.
Yeah. Ain't easy being cheesy.
Well, I got most of it right anyway.
I think
Stuff that matters.
once you have a surgeon in a game, I'm so laissez-faire about actually character creation. Because I feel like I'm so paranoid. I'm like, this is the one face I ever get. It must be perfect.
Yeah.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the
I'm thankful for the surgery chairs and all that stuff.
They have that in this game, right?
Take it slow now.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
He's fine. He's made the way he needs to be.
As Molebutt intended.
Looking good.
Just mole that intended.
All right. So I actually wrote down. Let me touch the suggestive nozzle. Come on. Look at this thing. All right.
He's gotta talk to you about it first.
Yeah. Which he's 10 years too late for me to give a crap. Okay. So I wrote down the special that I'm gonna get. I'm gonna skip. Well, I'll show you some of these. They're kind of funny. Wet noodle, which in real life that's not what I am. Beach jellyfish, doughy baby. What is that even someone's?
I like that a child is stronger than a noodle.
Well, those water noodles can really do work. I don't know why they think this is weak. I actually haven't read these very much. Death bat.
Can we just go up to monocled falcon? Can we just talk about that for a minute?
I mean, is that just a dapper falcon? Like, what kind of?
How does it stay on his face?
Actually, for Halloween one year, I wanted to have a monocle, and I had to like tape it to my eye, and it looks so stupid. I like Scotch tape.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he has tape. Because that's impressive.
And we don't want that monocle to fall out.
Eagle with the telescope.
bulletproof, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I guess real quick, I'll explain what these do. So strength is damage for melee, which we'll do a little bit just because we're going to be cheap on bullets, as well as carry weight, which in my playthroughs I normally have like 4 different guns, but we'll try just to use a signature weapon and then mix it up a little bit. Perception, it's like how quickly you can see people on your, like if there's an enemy, and apparently how well you sneak, which I haven't noticed that. Really, once you get this silent running perk, your sneak is pretty much fine as well sneaking.
Yeah, you're golden. You're absolutely golden.
Yeah. Endurance. The big thing with endurance is 2 things. Health as well as implants, which is going to be a big part of our strategy. We're going to get this pretty high because we're going to get a lot of implants. Charisma is useless as crap. It doesn't... your companions, which we're going to be doing hardcore, so they do die permanently, but we will be scave scumming because they can die from really dumb crap. Next is intelligence, which is skill points. That's really pretty much it for that. And then,
just like real quick, let's go back to intelligence for a minute. Let's just talk about the fact that you can be a sub brick, a vegetable, cretin, and then onward. I like where they started this.
You know, I actually didn't think cretin meant like a dumb person. I thought it was just like a really oh, you're such a cretin. That's actually.
But what does sub brick mean? Like,
well, you know, when sometimes the brick doesn't, work, they gotta put in a sub. It's the backup for the brick.
A submarine that's a brick. That's such a failure.
I mean, I guess that. Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird. I like vegetables still is number 2. You got some intelligence. Agility. This affects movement, but you always walk like a snail in this game, so I can't really tell you as to how much this actually affects it. Have you noticed anything with intelligence?
You mean agility?
Oh, sorry, agility.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not in the least.
All right, and then luck. We're in a game where it's all about gambling, so luck's pretty important. So criticals, all skills, I guess, but mostly criticals. All right, so we're gonna do 5, 5, 8, because that'll give us all but 1 implant, 1 charisma, because we don't care about we're charismatic naturally.
We can also always get drunk.
That's true. That's apparently alcohol has that effect. And then we are gonna do 8 luck, because this is important for our overall strategy.
Must be some frontal lobe damage.
Don't you insult my frontal lobe, you son of a...
But that don't mean them bullets didn't.
Did you hear him mention the frontal lobe damage?
I
What
did.
do you say you take a seat
Upsetting.
on my couch and go through a couple of questions?
I think there's a unique reaction every time you, if you have a different setup.
All right.
I've never thought of that before.
I'm gonna say a word.
It's the small details. That's why this game's awesome.
First thing that comes to mind.
And you'll notice something different every time you play, too.
Oh, for sure. So, dog. What do you think of dog first?
It's either cat or newspaper.
All right, cat it is.
House.
I mean,
Target.
I think of the store, not the attacking. None of these really
That's the-
work.
Can we just demolish the house?
I mean, yeah,
do
why not?
Night.
Why doesn't it have day? Like, who thinks night and campfire?
That's too easy, Greg.
Oh, of course. Night treasure. What? Like that? Didn't you tell me one time if you sleep too much you're depressed? So yeah, it's treasure. Yeah, why not?
Oh,
Too real. All right, bandit. You know,
Swiss cheese.
well, that I think a sandwich. That doesn't make any sense, Sam. They're reasonable. Oh, now we have dark. Okay. Also, light, heavy. What does that even mean? Sam.
Heavy?
All right. Anyways, dark.
You're just hitting dark.
Yeah, because I thought that. Jeans. Wow. Human shield. That's what I think of my mother.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon
Oh my God.
that ain't always
I don't think he
the
liked our
best thing.
answers.
But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature.
part of me feels like this whole plan of this game was to have these questions and be like, Sam, what do you really think about this? Like, hypothetically. Is conflict in your nature?
Is conflict in my nature?
No, I mean, just hypothetically. I'm not actually asking it.
Hypothetically strongly agree.
Oh.
I ain't
All right.
given to relying on others for support.
So wait, does this mean you don't rely on others for support? The way he says it is so southern that it's confusing me.
Yeah. Also, it kind of feels like it's a little try-hard southern. Like,
Yeah, it's definitely
Sounds
someone paid this
performative.
person for these words. It's not who he really is.
they didn't just go out and find a dude.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Fixin'.
Always fixing.
Well, hell yeah.
That's
why we're making a video. So this is just saying, are you stupid? No. Can't trick me.
In to deal with my problems head on.
I like his little hat. But no opinion.
Almost done.
Nope.
Here. What do you say you have a look?
I
at this?
still say that this is 4 wolves yelling.
How do you see wolves? I have the
I
cursor,
just-
so you can't actually show me. But how do you see 4 wolves here?
Okay, so like the top portion is like a side profile of the wolf. So it's like its muzzle, you know? The dark part. I can't describe it. I have to have the cursor to make this work, Craig.
These are definitely 2 angry ants.
They're touching butts. Just moving right along.
Sure.
How about
That's a spaceship.
So, I agree with you because it's in here, but I see like a person like just chilling out with some shadows. I don't get this shadow. Like, okay, what are we doing, son? What are you doing? But I agree with that.
last one?
This is gnomes high-fiving.
These
I
are 2
can't.
bears high-fiving.
Okay, as much as I see the bears after you mentioned it, I saw the gnomes first. Because look at their little hats.
Yeah, no, I get it. But I see like a little bit of a bear thing going. Like, that's a bear ear.
They could be bear gnomes.
The best kind of gnome.
That's good.
I'm gonna critique these. A light in the darkness. It's like, okay, like someone got a little bit too deep this morning. A bearded man. Sure, I get it. A mushroom cloud. I get it. We're in Fallout. And a head on a pillow. What does that even? I don't even know.
He's just vibing. I don't know, man.
All right. Well, spoilers. None of these answers actually matter because we're gonna tag specifically different things, anyways.
So maybe you'd better just
Yeah, we just wanted to...
But it was a good experience. We learned something that you can't tell ants from wolves apart, and that's great.
Just gonna drag me like that.
That's how entertainment works, right? It's comedy. All right. So what we're gonna be tagging is gonna be science, speech, and lockpicking, because I don't like it about this game, but science and lockpicking, you have to have a threshold of like 25, 50, etc. to open a lock, versus just the skill to open a lock like in other games. I never understood why they thought that was a good idea, just to have like barriers.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's to like really make it so that you choose your skills carefully. So when you're balancing your character, you're legitimately balancing them. But we don't want that. So,
Right? No, we want to break this game. Well, I say that, but I mean, yeah.
all you got to do is jump backwards if you want to break the game.
Right. Yeah, it's made with that certain engine, aren't they? But I do kind of like in Fallout 3. Do you remember where it has the percentages to pass speech checks?
Yeah.
That was the worst. I may have reloaded like 30 times to get an extra 500 caps to defuse the megaton bomb.
I respect you. I respect that though.
I appreciate that.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
It needs more.
You to fill out some
More.
sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Oh, that's funny. I just woke from a coma. I'm not sensitive to that at all. Okay. So we're gonna pick skilled. There's so much XP in this game, this doesn't really matter, but you get 5 on every skill, and I think there's about 13 skills, so that's 85. That's actually 60. There's a lot of extra skill points you get for that, and that's little to no benefit or negative. So here's what we gotta choose here now, Sam. We either have good-natured, which we get +5 really in all these skills we're gonna need, but we don't really need energy weapons, explosives. So we really get net positive in that, as well as role-playing. I'm a good guy. You know, I like to be, civil about my actions. Or the other option is small frame, which our limbs get crippled, which sucks kind of early, but later it doesn't really matter, but we get +1 agility. So, I'll let you pick that one, because I picked the first one.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Small frame or...
Good-natured with the little hat.
with the little hat.
No. Okay.
I say good-natured just because the repair, science, and speech, I feel like that matters more early on.
Yeah. No, I usually do good-natured, so you passed the test. Congrats.
I was being tested.
This whole time. That's how
Do you guys take my insurance?
Well, Doc doesn't. He just heals you for free. He's the way that it should have been, but the way it's not.
Sweet.
I wonder, can I rob him now? It looks like I
Yeah.
can, so we're gonna do that.
I think most of the stuff is take and
Yeah,
not
no,
steal.
he's totally cool with it. He's like, whatever, bro. Also, I can't remember how to... Well, I won't duck for now, I guess. Oh, caps lock. No, we're gonna have to... It's fine. It's fine. I'm a professional.
I was gonna say, is it like shift?
Where is left control? That's what I hit. Oh my god.
The other left control.
Oh, hold on. The other left control.
The upper left control.
Of course, this keyboard apparently has extra keys that I just don't know about. Run? What? Is there a C? Okay, well. Let's try this. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna not sneak all the way to New Vegas in this game. Who knew? Who knew?
Oh.
We'll go faster that way.
Yeah, while running from things, but I'm kind of here for that.
Well, I mean, apparently the run key is not working. Oh, maybe it's because we're still naked. It's a good chance.
Yeah, you can't run unless you're fully clothed.
Yeah. So
Maybe it's like you have to wait until you leave the house. He's
That-
like, no running in the house.
Yeah, he's probably like, I know I just healed you, so like, be sensitive to me and my work, which is your health.
Don't knock over my vials.
I'm just gonna take his money. Bottle caps. Who knew? Did they ever say canonically why bottle caps are the currency in this game?
I think like it gets brought up a couple of times as just like, shrug. It was easier to get than money.
Yeah. Well, I guess
You
it
know,
didn't
I'm
grade over time or
Look
something.
that up.
Gonna look it up. Okay. Yeah, let me know.
Looking it up. Why bottle caps?
Why bottle caps? Why?
Do you have any intention of doing the Sunset Sarsaparilla quest at the start?
Not like eventually, but not right now. Like we'll do the main like once we do the main objective, which I'll go over, we can do whatever we want. So cool. All right. Well, let's not get lost in the house and go find Doc.
Here, these are yours.
Let me
That's
run.
all you had on you.
Well, I'm glad that he waited till the very end to give us clothes.
I thought it might help me find an extra
Yeah, that's
kin.
not concerning.
No.
But it was just something about
No.
a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty.
Well,
Never was
according
much
to
my
the
style
wiki, the
anyway.
reason why it's bottle caps is because they're hard to counterfeit, because
don't.
all the machines
You
to make
should
bottle
talk to Sonny
caps
Smiles
broke in the
before you
Great
leave
War.
town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself
Yep.
in the desert.
Yeah.
She'll
I
likely
don't.
be
I
at the
think it's
saloon.
a whole bunch of
I
quests
reckon
about
some of the other
bootlegging
folks
bottle
at the
caps.
saloon might be
Not even
Yep,
just this
right.
game.
too. And the metal fella Victor who pulled you out of your grave.
Imperfect
Anyway, you
lore
get hurt out
for an
there, you
almost
come
perfect
right
series.
back. I'll fix you up.
Yeah,
Try
but
not to
like
get
also
killed
like the
anymore.
reason why they're like counterfeits is because those bottle caps look real new.
They do. They do. Okay, so real quick, what this is hardcore mode, which basically means that we have to worry about stim packs healing slowly, mending broken limbs with a doctor or with doctor bags, water, which we're gonna have a solution to water and food, which we're gonna need on our way to New Vegas. So I've already got that worked out. So we're gonna say yes because we're worth it.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, that's how the game was meant to be played.
Spicy.
Okay, cool. So now that we're outside, clothed without our choice, and having all the DLCs load up real quick, and hitting the mic because yeah. All right, that's a tutorial. All right, that's a tutorial. Cool. All right. He gives you this thing, which is useless. What we're gonna want is that pre-war hat. Did you actually catch me getting that, Sam?
No, I didn't. I was like, when did you get the hat?
I've done this so many times that like you don't really get headgear for a while. So the hat's on a is it called a hat post? Where do you hang your hat?
It's like a coat rack.
Yeah. So
Hat rack.
It's which, you know, I hate when they limit things. Coat rack, but put your hat on it. Oh god. So that's where you get it, and it gives you the perception. It doesn't give you any DR, which is damage resistance in this game, but it does something, and it looks pretty cool. I like the lightweight armor more than the armored vault jumpsuit, but they do the same DR. What do you prefer, Sam?
I mean, I'm an aesthetic person. I will gladly get my character killed as long as they look swanky as hell. So yeah, that's rocking.
Yeah.
That's bumping.
That's so much more preferred too. He gives us these, or we fixed this real quick while I was in there, which I'm not really going to use though because it just spills ammo over. It's not very good. I'm going to use this a little bit, but really this will be our bread and butter for a while. It's a really good gun, honestly, like up until the mid game. And then explosives, I used to kill myself. Spears, I have no accuracy.
I've never used the throwing spear before.
It's so awkward. It's like something.
It is a complete garbage.
Yeah, they will. I feel like they didn't really QA it very much, and well, for
Don't throw it at you.
it's just hard to time because it does it automatically.
Oh.
Yeah.
So weird.
Now I don't know what they were thinking about that because yeah, reasons. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna scroll down on my. Yeah. Here's the path. I was gonna think about doing an overlay, but we can just use the Pip-Boy map. That'll make the most sense. All right. Our objective is to get to Freeside. There's 4 different gates, or 3 different gates, I think, like a north, east, and west, south gate. I don't know directions apparently, but that's our objective. We can't go right there. We can't go north because Cazadors will kill the crap out of us.
Yeah, and isn't the quarry up there too?
The quarry's on the east, so the quarry's right here, over here. So
Gotcha.
we have to make a U all the way around. So we've got to go down to here, to here. Like we have to follow the road. I usually like to stop at Dinky Dino because there's a fun lad there that I like to get later.
A boy.
Yeah. And then around here, there's a caravan that got raided that has some armor there, which is pretty good, as well as some stuff that we maybe can sell to make more money. And then we'll try to gamble in Freeside there.
Ah.
So
Nice little horseshoe maneuver there.
yeah, because I've tried over and over again. I've gotten through here one time, but it takes literally hours.
God.
Yeah.
I can't imagine trying to go through there on like even normal mode.
Right.
Good.
Right. So I think we're gonna ignore the tutorial, which we want to do, because there's a point where it's like, do you want to keep doing stupid things and learning about stuff you already know? But there's a point where you save a Goodsprings resident and get reputation for it, and it's the only way to get idolization with Goodsprings.
I did not know that was the only way.
Yep, because there's no other ways to get reputation other
Yeah,
than
like
killing
conversation prompt wise, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, does this game actually have conversations where you get reputation, though? I thought it was always quests.
Oh yeah, like if you're talking to Kaisar, that's about it.
I wish I don't really talk to a slaver very much, but apparently you have a different opinion about that. Anyways, so
What? What?
yeah. So
All right, let's get this show on the road.
well, actually, we're out of time for the first episode, but hope everyone enjoyed the banter between Sam/Bugga and I, and our little mapped out course there. So tune in next time as we walk, run, crouch, and try to dodge people because we don't want to kill them to get XP to get to our almost perfect Fallout New Vegas run.
So good.
So, Sam, you have anything else before we sign out?
No, I'm just like ready to get the show on the road. We're done.
Now we're almost there.